It is my pleasure to share this mic with Shrikant, the head of IT at Microsoft. Thank you, Shrikant, for agreeing to do this bite with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Madhu. Pleasure's mine.
Okay, great. My question is, Shrikant, if you can talk about a few of the business transformation and digital transformation key trends that CIOs are focusing right now to meet their business objectives.
Sure. No, I think, it's a very apt question, I guess, just given the focus on transforming businesses led with technology, and not getting disrupted is essentially what organizations are trying to do, right? And, I think we were rightly discussing earlier this shift of being the CIO as being referred to as the Chief Information Officer to the Chief Innovation Officer and driving digital business. And part of it is if you look at Microsoft as an organization, right, we consider ourselves to be empowering every individual and organization to achieve more, right, and to achieve more with technology. And the idea is to really figure out ways to build in tech intensity into your core processes, which convert your businesses to being more digital. And there are several examples, right? And you can see, you've got a bunch of customers who are leveraging platforms to innovate on top of them and figuring out ways to deliver new business models, new creative solutions for customers in several different streams, right? There's the IoT track, there is the general app transformation space. There is end user productivity, which is being driven at the core. There's employee experience driving customer experience. We briefly spoke about it at the conference as well. And then, of course, to do all this in a secure environment, right? So I think those are kind of the pillars for digital transformation. And then, eventually you're trying to empower individuals and empower businesses to transform what they do today and how are they more productive tomorrow. That's how I look at it in a nutshell.
Absolutely. I think very, very precisely mentioned. My next question is, Shrikant, how is the role of CIO? You mentioned we all are talking about Chief Information Officer to Chief Innovative Officer. How is the role evolving? How do you see that evolving in the next 2, 3 years?
See, I think already how I see it as evolving, right, is we are at a point where we are not necessarily IT enablers. We are kind of partners in crime with business leaders and with finance leaders more so now than ever before. So the roles actually become that of a business owner, given the shift in traditional business to digital business. We don't necessarily. Whoever I meet, I would actually go out and say that don't view yourself as a technology leader. You view yourself as a business leader, and the outcomes of the business and the outcomes of technology have to be aligned very closely. And finance is kind of driving that, right? It's eventually there is a cost track and there is a revenue track, which everyone's chasing at the end of the day. So you've got to go sort of influence one of the two, and technology is enabling both. I would say about 5 years ago it was more cost, and now it's more revenue, because just the way the trends are across the board on both B2B, B2C, B2B2C models are driving revenue, are driving top line. So you're not necessarily a CIO anymore. There are organizations that have multiple roles now. There are chief digital officers, there's chief information officers, there's chief security officers. So there are these several tracks, but eventually they sort of come together, and you're still empowering business at the end of the day. So I think you got to sort of keep it at that.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you so much, Shrikant, for joining with us once again, and pleasure talking to you.